That right there on the left is a 1970 Dodge Superbee 446 pack car, yellow. And there's a few of them. Unfortunately, they don't cut here, so it's a little bit more difficult to go through than in normal, but it's worth it. I mean, how ridiculous is this? When I showed the previous video from the spring a few years ago, you're gonna be blown away by how different it is. And we're only in mid-June. This is not like great. Oh, there's a Firebird and two Firebirds over there, even one with a shaker hood. I don't know who owns that though. I'm only allowed to shoot and document the stuff that my two friends own. I know that back underneath the tree there is a 69 Charger RT, but it was just rescued from a junkyard. Nothing too crazy about it. This is a 69 RT. I think what remains of one. And then we got 69 Superbee. Oop. There we go. And then the 68 Charger RT that I've done a bunch of content on. And you can tell it's an RT by the RT badge still in the grill. And then that right there is the famous 70 Superbee 6-pack car, originally a yellow car with the tilt front end. And I'll post the video here of my friend Seth helping me by bumping that thing up. It's pretty crazy. Someone turned the entire steel front end into a tilt front end, and they left it. See, it's original yellow car, but it is a real 6-pack 4-speed B with a tilt front end. But really, this is what nobody cares about Superbees, especially nobody likes orange 70 Superbees. They're everywhere. But this is neat. Okay, I don't remember where I left off, but we'll just start over with the 70 Charger RT, the luggage rack. Then we got like a 72 Charger. Another, I think it's a 69, but it's just a shell of what the General Mayhem was before. Another 68, 69, 70 Charger. Another 68, 69, 70 Charger. Roadrunner, satellite something. 70 Roadrunner. Then we got, that's a Superbee. You can see the Superbee emblem. I think this was a white car, red interior, red stripe. You can just make out the original red stripe in the quarter panel. That's pretty neat. 70 6-pack Superbee, you know, that old chestnut. And sitting next to it is a 70 6-pack Roadrunner. And you're like, Ryan, that's crazy. Who would have put a 6-pack Superbee in a farm field? But can you see? Oh yeah, there it is. You can see the V. So we are legitimately in a farm field looking at a few Mopars. Me and my friend Seth is here, and he's going to help me out in a few different cases. But yeah, this is also a real 6-pack 70 Roadrunner. If you can see, yeah, there you go, V. And for 1970, the V in the VIN number, 5th digit, means it is a 6-pack car. No engine or transmission in either of these right now. But yeah, and let's just say there's a few more cars to go. 68 Charger, I believe it's an RT, right? No, 68. I thought I said 68. 68 Charger RT. Another 69 Charger RT. And we've gone through this with the owner, Rich, and he laid out what everything's here. So I'm not going to show every single VIN number. But then there's cars like this, 68 Charger RT, that's complete. And then this is neat. Me and stuff didn't even realize this is another 6-pack 4-speed Superbee. And watch what he's going to do real quick. I mean, you can see it from the fender line, but we didn't notice it the first time we were here. It's pretty crazy. Someone turned the entire steel front end into a tilt front end, and they left it. See, it's original yellow car, but it is a real 6-pack 4-speed B with a tilt front end. You know, that old chestnut. Walking up the row is a 70 Charger RT with a luggage rack, Limelight or Sublime. Limelight's Plymouth, Sublime is Dodge. I think this is just a U-code car from what I remember. Yeah, it's a U-code, so it's a 440 air-conditioned power disc brake Charger RT. 71 Charger of some form. This one's a cool one. Seth just told me about. 68 Charger, 3-3 4-speed car. Reminds me of General Mayhem when they first got it. Another Charger. And another Charger. I think this was a 69 Roadrunner. 70 Roadrunner. Is this the pink one? The pink one's the other side. Yeah, we'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, pretty cool. It's also got some GLHSs and Shelbys and Chargers. I want to show you these two cars here. Okay, I want to touch base on these two cars real quick because they're old. That's a 71. That right there is a 71 Challenger. This is a 69 Superbee. You can see they're old stock cars. You can make out everything. Oh, I can't go that way. I have to go this way. But the cool thing about them is they're both 6-pack cars. Ooh, we got thorn bushes. Great. There's Seth. That is a 71 Challenger RT 6-pack car. And that is a real A12 Superbee that someone turned into a stock car. It's not the original. Maybe it is the original hood. Remember, they did something weird to the hood. And the actual owner now has all the information on them. And even with them being old stock cars, they're still fixable. Very cool. And then here's a Conquest. Don't see very many of these. More turbo stuff. Another GLH. And a Duster. And we'll finish off this row with something rather unique. Ooh, 69 Charger looks like. Ooh, it's a 69 Charger RT. You can tell by the outline of the RT badge that used to be on the trunk, or on the tail panel. But this 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner is rather unique because it is an original pink car. Original, legitimate Panther pink. And underneath the white paint, you can see the pink is showing through. It's a 3-3 automatic on the column car. So it's nothing too crazy, but it will be restored someday. This collection, when I saw it back in 2021, absolutely blew me away. I had no idea that my friend Rich had these and my friend Tom. This was legitimately heart-stopping because of the quantity and quality of the cars that they had out there. And the reason the cars were out there is these used to all be near my friend's house. They had property and that's where the cars were stored until a someone complained and they had to move them out to the farm field. Now, since I've known them, they've been sitting out in the farm field, which is 2021, and it's 2026 right now. And I know that they had been there for a short time before that. Now, these guys do have a restoration company, or at least one of them does. So parts and stuff is constantly being moved around from car to car. Yes, they don't mow the lawn around them, but that's not the point. What's really interesting though is when I did a video on this a few years ago, the Orange Tilt Superbee, a previous owner contacted me and he told me about how when he was 17, he fixed the car after it was damaged and built the front tilt front end. And here's a picture. They didn't want their faces shown, so I couldn't show the car. But that's the original Superbee emblem off the nose of the car, and those are new old stock original Superbee quarter stickers or emblems. He, from what he says, the car was in an accident. It was a yellow car when he got it. He painted it orange, and it was just so neat that he saved all those parts all these years. And when he was looking for pictures of the car for me is when he found them, which I thought was really cool. You can see on the driver's door in the original old picture, it has the same mirror as as it sits right now. And my friend Rich actually took the previous owner out to the car and showed him, basically, I mean, yeah, the car is a little rough, but it's complete for a roller. Like, it doesn't have the engine, doesn't have the trans, but it does have the VIN number, it has a fender tag. You can see here, it still operates as a tilt, even though the guy's friends said that he ruined the car. I think it just makes it more unique. Would I put it back to stock? Probably. But for now, you gotta enjoy it. I personally would probably just get it running and driving and put it on the road and just make people go crazy at any car show and have the whole, and it's steel. It is not aluminum. It's not fiberglass. He welded that entire nose together and popped it forward. And it will sit there for a little bit longer, but I've heard inklings that things are moving on that and others. Hey, Automotive Adventures. I hope you enjoyed that last in this series from my friend's yard. I really need to go back there and fully document it. In all the videos I've done, I didn't even touch a good, probably third of it. All the 71 and up Mopars and all the race cars and all that are there. I hope to be back there this winter and to more fully document it. As always, I'm always limited on time. Time and money, because time is money. But this was a very unique experience dealing with a gentleman who owned one of the cars before, which was really nice. And Rich, the owner of most of these cars, was very kind to allow him to come out here and check out, a car he sold. Well, I think it was 85 he sold it. And so that was really cool. As you saw in the pictures previously. So yeah, I got that going on. The video that was supposed to be, I had a 2 or 3 video series that I was going to release last week. That's why there was no video. I was in Detroit and I had brought a bunch of video to edit and put up. And the first 4 or 5 clips were fine. And then the 3 major ones, like the major long ones, were complete garbage. Like, the video came out, but the audio did not. So I am right now trying to transcribe what I remember, and I will probably do voiceover and then release that maybe next week or 2 weeks. My original game plan was to be in Detroit for about 10 days and get a lot of content. Unfortunately, I had a family emergency and I had to come home. We're still dealing with that emergency, and that's why, if you saw my social media, things are getting a little weird. I can't go into details right now because of the situation. But as soon as that finishes up, I will. I'll do more information on it. And those of you that know me know what's going on, and it's going to be a rough few weeks. But the content should still be fine to come out. There might be some weirdness with it, but I'm going to do my best. And in that same vein, I've basically canceled the rest of my travel for the next few weeks. I was supposed to go to the Dubuque Mopar show this weekend, and the show's still going on. Great show. Highly recommend. Dubuque, Iowa, at the fairgrounds. Beautiful. It's up on the bluffs. Not the bluffs around the Mississippi, but absolutely beautiful. Great show. Highly recommend it. And then after that, I'm blanking. But really, like, Mo Party is kind of up in the air right now. Depends on how things go. I'm planning on being there. I'm doing a barn finds display. So if you have a cool Mopar barn find and you want to have it displayed at Mo Party, drop me a line. All my info's below. And then after that is Jefferson. I got a train thing going on the same weekend as Jefferson. That's up in the air right now. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it. What else? Oh, I was going to try to get to the Hot Rod Power event down in Georgia. And that I'm not doing. Just, it won't work out. So I'm doing the best here with my family to adapt to the current situation. I'm fine. I am healthy as I could be. So no one worry there. And I didn't touch the green car, basically. I have not done anything other than collect parts. Yeah, let me show you real quick. I have been collecting parts for the green car while I've been away. Those are all brake hoses and brake hardware. Those are wheel cylinders, which I installed already. That's all cooling stuff. Ooh, there's my finger. There's brake hoses. Those are window felts for the windows. And I just realized missing some. But, yeah. Let me show you real quick. I got the door panel pieces on there. They came out really nice. One little crack, but I can deal with that. I got to polish them up a little bit. But I realized I'm missing... There should be another felt piece on the inside here. I'm going to try to show you. See, there's like a mounting hole here. And so I'm missing those felt. So I have to order that. So yeah, more money going out the door. So if you could, share this. That greatly helps me out in this grand scheme of things. Like, subscribe, all those help me. Because I need as much help as I can get right now. I hope everyone is happy and healthy. Hug your loved ones. Tell them how much you care about them. Because you don't know how much time you have. And I'll leave it on that. So I'll see you all soon. Stay safe.